Alright fans, in tonight's main event, it will be the perfect one. Curt Hennig, Mr. Perfect, set to go one-on-one with Macho Man Randy Savage, accompanied by Miss Elizabeth.
Tonight's Rage main event is scheduled for one fall with a 15-minute time limit. Coming down the aisle, representing the Hennig family, from Robbinsdale, Minnesota, weighing 245 pounds, Mr. Perfect, Curt Hennig.
The perfect one, making his way down to ringside without the presence of Bobby the Brain Heenan this evening. But nonetheless, Curt Hennig set to lock it up with Macho Man Randy Savage in tonight's main event. And Myron, the Macho Man, has made terrific strides since abandoning Scott Bell and Bell Unlimited.
He sure has. Since he got back with Miss Elizabeth, it's been coming up roses for him. And honestly, Mr. Perfect is going to give him a tough time. But I think Macho Man Randy Savage is going to prevail in this matchup. He is on a hot trail to go get the Legends World title away from Roddy Piper.
And even Hot Rod can't ignore Macho Man's forward progress.
His opponent, along with Miss Elizabeth, from Sarasota, Florida, weighing 256 pounds, Macho Man Randy Savage.
Christy Piper hasn't been ignoring Randy Savage. He's just not concerned because he's so confident because he's had the Legends World title for so long that he feels that even if Macho Man becomes the #1 contender and faces him in a match, Roddy Piper still thinks he's walking away with the Legends World title. And hey, you kind of can't argue with his success.
But by the same token, Myron, you can't argue with the success of Macho Man Randy Savage and the fans. The fans are always a huge factor in these situations, and they are firmly behind Macho Man Randy Savage. Now that he has reconnected with Miss Elizabeth, he has become the Macho Man of old.
That's a good point, Don. But here's the question. Right now, at this very moment in RWO history, is Randy Savage more popular than Roddy Piper, the Legends World Champion? I don't know about that. But he has definitely made big strides.
And so for the second time in as many weeks, a member of the Heenan family in the main event. Hopefully this one will end with a winner instead of a catastrophe like last week. Referee Willie Johnson sounds the bell. They come center ring. Macho Man locks it up with Mr. Perfect, escorts him towards the ropes. Savage turns him around, chokes him with the top rope, and just lets Mr. Perfect sink. Draped across the middle rope as Macho Man takes him down to the canvas. A rope-assisted knee right to the chest of Curt Hennig, followed up with a stomp to the face by Macho Man Randy Savage. Savage with a knee right to the side of the head of the Perfect One. Macho Man Randy Savage working the crowd here in San Antonio. Oh, an elbow across the chest of the Perfect One. Randy Savage rounds up Curt Hennig, a hard shot to the midsection. Perfect counters with a chop to the chest. A couple of hard rights stuns the Macho Man. Hennig counters with another couple of shots. Savage with a slap across the face. These two just going at it. Blow a clothesline over the top rope out onto the floor. Goes Randy Savage as Mr. Perfect makes his way to the top turnbuckle, and an elbow drop from 10 feet up across the chest of the Macho Man. As referee Willie Johnson counts. Savage counters, gets back up on his feet. Gets a hold of Curt Hennig. And head first right into the ring post. Macho Man Randy Savage, very aggressive in the early goings of this matchup. Mr. Perfect not able to mount a great deal of offense at the present time. Rolled back into the ring by Randy Savage. A clubbing overhead right to the head of Curt Hennig. Hennig rounded up by Savage. Wrist clutch kicks right to the chest of the Perfect One, followed up with a clothesline that takes him down. Macho Man goes for the cover. One. Not even a one. The Perfect One powering out, catches a kick to the back from Randy Savage. With Miss Elizabeth looking on, Macho Man Randy Savage has made so much progress since abandoning Bell Unlimited And too short goal for Popeye Scott Bell. Mr. Perfect laid out just about near center as Macho Man delivers another clubbing overhand right to the head of Curt Hennig. Randy Savage with, Perfect counters, ducks under, Savage against the rope, a hard knee right to the midsection of Randy Savage. Followed up with a Russian leg sweep by Curt Hennig. The Perfect one with a stomp to the midsection of Randy Savage. Followed up with a stomp to the shoulder as Curt Hennig tries to shift the momentum his way. And boy, is he looking confident. Randy Savage wraps him up into a sleeper hold, center ring. Willie Johnson checking it out, but a jawbreaker disengages Mr. Perfect from Randy Savage. Curt Hennig countered quickly by, look at this, a Lucas press, a set of hard right hands to the head of Mr. Perfect. Randy Savage firmly in control from the word go in this matchup as Mr. Perfect is laid out on the outside with the referee counting. Savage picks himself to the top turnbuckle, and here he goes, big time crossbody across the chest of the Perfect one. Referee Willie Johnson continues to count as Macho Man goes to work on Mr. Perfect on the outside. The Macho Man again hurls Mr. Perfect head first into the ring post. Tex Lynch would be singing his butt off right now. Randy Savage rounds up Hennig. Hennig counters with a clothesline, takes Savage down to the floor. The Perfect one rounds up Randy Savage, has him by the scruff of the neck and rolls him back inside the ring. Savage back up on his feet, catches a drop kick from Curt Hennig. Savage rolls to the outside, rolls back in for a quick reset, but Mr. Perfect right there and sets him. Oh, what a nasty neck breaker. Followed up with a stomp to the midsection. The Perfect one driving all of his weight into the lower back of the Macho Man. And now Curt Hennig displaying a little bit of arrogance here. Savage counters with a shot to the midsection of Curt Hennig. Has him up in a front cradle, carries him halfway across the ring, hangs him up the top rope. Savage going for another pin. One. Again. Just barely a one. Curt Hennig with still far too much fight in him. A snap of the arm from Macho Man Randy Savage. He flips Perfect over. Gets a hold on him. Hard whip to the ropes. Misses with the elbow. Perfect puts on the brakes, charges, and counters with a wraparound neckbreaker. Another pin from Perfect. One. But again, just a one. An intense matchup between these two legends. A sleeper hold laid in by Mr. Perfect. But Randy Savage counters with a jawbreaker, gets back up to a standing position, gets a hold on Curt Hennig. Escorts him towards the far right corner. Hit first into the turnbuckle, goes Perfect. Randy Savage with a headlock punch right to the face of Curt Hennig. Savage quickly off the middle rope, misses with the crossbody. Perfect gonna make him pay for that with a stomp to the back. Curt Hennig takes himself to the top turnbuckle now. And here he comes, an elbow right across the chest of the Macho Man. Again, Perfect going for another pin. One, two. As near to a near fall as we've had so far. Randy Savage on the outside apron, using the ropes to get himself to a standing position as Mr. Perfect joins him on the apron, and this could only be catastrophic. Perfect quickly evaded by Randy Savage. Savage has him up, but Perfect counters it into a DDT. Mr. Perfect, Curt Hennig, trying to shift the momentum his way here. Randy Savage whipped to the ropes. Perfect ducks under. A collision with no result. Another move that fails for both men. Randy Savage rounds up Mr. Perfect. Hard shot to the midsection. Doubles Perfect over. Follows it up with another. He's trying to make Perfect lose his lunch. Perfect whip to the ropes, an elbow from Randy Savage takes him down to the canvas. Macho Man Randy Savage regaining control of this matchup rather quickly. Mr. Perfect taken down to the canvas. A rope-assisted stomp to the chest from Macho Man Randy Savage. Followed up with another stomp to the midsection. Mr. Perfect gets the arm snapped one more time. Randy Savage pretty dominant in this matchup against the Perfect one. who has not mounted a great deal of offense. Randy Savage going all the way up topside here, waiting for Mr. Perfect to stand himself up. And here comes the Macho Man, double axe handle right across the head of Curt Hennig. Randy Savage going up topside one more time. Changes his mind on the high-risk maneuver, decides to round up Curt Hennig instead. Hard Irish whip to the ropes. Savage with a shot to the midsection. A kick to the gut. A rebound off the ropes for Savage. A knee to the head and another rebound off the ropes and a clothesline. Nice combination from Randy Savage as he pins, covers, and hooks the leg. 1, 2, 3, and just like that, this one is all over. Macho Man Randy Savage picks up the win by pinfall.
Here's the time, 7 minutes and 49 seconds. And your winner, Macho Man Randy Savage.
Well, you know, Don, all I can say is if Randy Savage keeps performing the way he's been performing like he did tonight against Curt Hennig, Rowdy Piper definitely got some cause for alarm.
Randy Savage cleaning the clock on Mr. Perfect Curt Hennig. Look at this combination move that put an end to this main event matchup. And Randy Savage is definitely on the way up. And so, ladies and gentlemen, that main event brings to a close this edition of RWL Rage. As always, we thank all of you for joining us and for supporting RWL. Our next RWL telecast will fall on Saturday night, November the 22nd from Dallas, Texas. RWL Snarl returns as Hangman Takes Lynch celebrates his birthday. For all of us here, Christy, Myron, and myself, Don Hickson, thank you, good night, we'll see you next time at ringside. Good night, everybody.